Tonight, the human and the economic cost of coronavirus in our region. The virus has now been linked to over 700 care home deaths across the East Midlands. Latest official figures show the overall death toll from COVID-19 has been falling gradually, but it's still claiming hundreds of lives every week in this region. Here's our social affairs correspondent, Jeremy Ball.
These figures are so important because they show why we still can't be complacent despite today's fantastic weather and despite that growing frustration with lockdown. Now you can see the impact by comparing this year's death rate with the average for recent years. And today the Office for National Statistics gave us details to May the 8th. More than 3,000 so-called excess deaths have been registered here in the East Midlands. That's 39% more than what we'd expect for the last 2 months. Now, we know that's largely the result of COVID-19, but some might be down to other things like missed hospital appointments, and some communities have been hit particularly hard. A funeral procession and a round of applause at Ashfield Council's headquarters, a tribute to Councillor Anthony Brewer, the authority's chairman, one of over 100 COVID victims in this district alone. Ashfield has one of the East Midlands' highest coronavirus death rates, along with other former mining areas with high levels of deprivation. Local clergy have been on the front line.
Both myself and the funeral directors, we're dealing with everybody over the phone and via email, but we're trying as much as we can to build a relationship with them so that those people, when they come to the crematorium or come to the graveside, they feel safe. Unfortunately, I'm taking many more funerals than I would do this year already. I've taken more than I did in the whole of last year.
And today's figures show care homes in Ashfield have been hit hard by the virus. 34 residents who've lost their lives have COVID-19 on their death certificates. Around half of those local care home deaths were here at Wren Hall in Selston, where problems getting PPE prompted questions in Parliament this week.
This is affecting care homes right across the region, isn't it?
It is, Dominic, and those numbers rising again according to these latest ONS stats. We can show you the picture across the East Midlands. Coronavirus named as a cause in 717 deaths in our care homes. Now that accounts to 28% of all COVID deaths in this region. And today that's prompted questions from Liz Kendall, the Leicester West MP, who's now the Shadow Minister for Social Care.
This virus is the biggest health challenge of our lives. But ministers have been too slow to tackle the problem in care homes. Social care has not had the same priority as the NHS, and these services have not been treated as inextricably linked.
So what is the government's response to that?
Well, the Health Secretary, Matt Hancock, said the government's worked hard to protect the sector, spending over £3 billion on social care, putting in more testing, putting in more infection control as well. He's also given a commitment to look into concerns raised by Pauline Latham, the Conservative MP for Mid Derbyshire. Now, she's worried about one care home in her constituency, which she said couldn't get any testing kit, despite the fact that 6 people there had died. So still some really serious challenges here.